do you actually know if you're doing a good job? I mean, let's face it, some managers are awful at giving feedback, and that may be for a variety of reasons, such as they've never really been shown how to do it. They've never had that great role model. They actually find it really difficult and get scared, and so they just avoid it. But the problem is, if you don't know how you're doing, it can be really, really hard, particularly when you're starting out in that new job, or if you struggle with confidence or self-esteem issues. Now, sometimes you'll get that feedback through other means, and that may be through other leaders, it may be through colleagues, it may be through new clients and retention of business, and sometimes that can be enough to know. But if you don't, then it can be really, really hard. And some managers may turn around and say, well, you know, if you hear from me, that's when you need to be worried. But the thing is, it's about what you need, and it's about making sure you are doing the job to the best of your abilities. So what should you actually do if you don't know how you're doing and you need to figure it out? Well, the first thing is you need to ask, and that may feel uncomfortable, but ultimately by asking, you are in fact helping your manager, because you're helping your manager to tell you how you can be more effective, how you can be more productive in terms of what you're doing, how you can make sure that you're focusing on the right areas. So while it may feel uncomfortable, ultimately you're doing the right thing for yourself, for your manager, and for that organisation as a whole. Now, if you are asking for feedback, keep it really simple. There are three main things that are going to benefit you. The first thing is you need to know what you're doing well, so that you can make sure you continue to do that to that level, in that vein. The second thing though is you need to know what isn't working. So what are the areas of concern that they have, so that you can look at how you develop them. And that can be around skills, it can be around knowledge, it can be around relationships. But you need to know so that you are working on the areas that are going to make the biggest difference. And then the third thing is about being clear about what your priorities are. So asking them, where should I be focusing my time in the next 3-6 months, whatever that period looks like or makes sense to you, so that you know you're working on things that are important to your manager, important to the overall business. Now, my other piece of advice is, don't spring this on your managers. If you want them to give you really good, constructive feedback, then let them have time to think about it. So think about what is the normal way that you communicate with your manager, whether that's in person or whether actually it's through email, phone or text. But give them a heads up, and it may be something along the lines of you wanting to know how you can be better in your job. And so in order for you to do that, you would like to ask for their help to get clear on these 3 points. What am I doing well? What should I work on? And what do you think are my priorities for the next period of time? Now, if you need help with getting feedback, or in fact you're a manager and you've got a difficult message to give to someone, then send me a message, tell me a little bit more about what your problem is, and I will look at seeing how I can help you. For other information about taking control of your careers, go to positivedimensions.co.uk and look at the resource tab for lots of accessible information at your fingertips. Have a great day. This is Kerrie Maitland from Positive Dimensions.